This is a nudibranch, aka a sea slug. This is actually my favorite marine animal, and those who know me know that I'm obsessed with them. I have literally planned my a lot of my weekends, a lot of my weekdays as well around finding them. And about 2 years ago, I didn't even know they existed, which is kind of wild when I think about it. This is Shloka, and welcome to Shlocean. So before I tell you what this channel is about, I should probably tell you where the name came from. So this one afternoon, I had gone to the beach hoping to find this marine animal called porpita. I've put it up on the screen. So they're these tiny blue marine animals that honestly don't even look real. They're kind of like floating discs with these tentacles around the edges, and I know that it looks like one single creature. They're actually made up of a colony of tiny organisms. They're all working together as one. So I remember when I finally found them, I took way too many photos and videos, and I remember the next day I went to my friend's place, and they suggested that I should start an Instagram page because of how fascinated I am by these marine animals. And I did not actually overthink it at all. I just said okay, and then we started figuring out a name, and my friend was like, what about Shlocean? Basically Shloka plus ocean. And it just worked. And this is my Instagram page, and yeah, that's how my Instagram page started. So if you're new here, or if you've not seen my Instagram page yet, you'll find lots of photos and videos of nudibranchs, and lots of other tide pooling finds and little moments that basically made me fall in love over and over again with the ocean. So as I started consistently posting on Instagram, something really unexpected happened. So there were people messaging me, asking me whether I'm a marine biologist and which college I studied from, and how could they themselves get into the field. And I obviously always gave the same answer, and I want to make that clear here as well, that I am not a marine biologist. I am actually a lawyer. I have never studied marine biology. I have not been in a lab as well. I have not conducted any scientific research. I'm only doing this because I'm curious, and I just am completely obsessed with the ocean. So my love for the ocean actually began when I was really, really small, and I distinctly remember I'd gone to watch this movie called Finding Nemo with my mom, and she had taken aloo paratha, and there was this scene where I was eating aloo paratha, and in the movie there's this eagle ray called Mr. Ray. He comes to pick up some kids, basically the juvenile fish from school, and takes them on a field trip, and it's this one scene that I distinctly remember that made me fall in love with the ocean. And my journey actually into this world really did not begin in like a laboratory or after doing some research. It actually then started much closer to home, which is basically on the rocky shores of Mumbai. So it's through something called tide pooling. So if you've never heard of tide pooling before, if you're not someone who already really knows me, it's basically exploring these rocky shores during low tide, when the sea recedes, or basically leaves behind little pools of water, and most people walk right past them, and I used to be one of those people. But if you actually slow down and look, those little pools are full of life. There are tiny crabs, actually large crabs as well, sea anemones, brittle stars, sea stars. There are different kinds of tube worms, feather dusters, and if you actually get lucky, you might find a nudibranch, which is basically a sea slug. They're quite tricky to find, and I think you need to know certain aspects of it, like what it eats, to be able to find it. So before I discovered tide pooling, I really had no idea Mumbai's coastline had so much incredible marine life. So like most people, I just thought of the beach as just the beach. Now I can't actually walk across a rocky shore without looking down. So as I basically got more into it, I started joining these tide pooling walks, which were led by naturalists and a lot of other experts who were actually quite generous with what they knew. And they did really teach me how to observe, how to slow down, and to respect those habitats. And honestly, there is so much out there if you just take a moment to look. And I'm not even kidding, I have thought about this. Every tide pool feels like a treasure hunt. Like when you're going tide pooling, you feel like you're okay, now you're going on a treasure hunt. So, because you never know what you're going to find. And I think that's one of my favorite parts. What am I really going to try to cover on this channel? It's basically going to be a place where I'm going to talk about things that get me curious. And if you are still watching and if you continue to watch, then we'll probably explore the incredible marine life and go scuba diving, go tide pooling, and also, if you don't already know this, I love anything and everything macro. I love tiny little things, which is why I love nudibranchs so much. And we'll obviously be discovering the little things that make the ocean so fascinating. And also every now and then, because I am a lawyer, we might even explore the stories where the law and the ocean overlap. And more than anything, I hope that this channel inspires you to slow down, to look a little closer, and also probably discover just how much wonder exists beneath the surface. Thank you so much for being here if you're still watching, and welcome to Shlocean.